Hello everyone, I am the HalfWitBrit and this is Manor Lords, and as we fly across a very snowy January in Mamusio, we have a bit of a plan today. We are going to expand, and we're going to expand in this direction if I'm correct. So if I come out of this lovely view here and zoom out, there we are. The Black Forest is where we're going next. Thank you very much for the name suggestion. I like that. It was called Wallbrand before, but Black Forest suits just fine. Just a couple of things. The experimental patch has had an update as of recording this. I'll put a link in the description down to the Steam update notes just in case anyone wants to look. But it's quite a few tweaks. I'm not going to really go through them. I just kind of want to get on and play the game and get on with what we're doing, as it's not realistically a live patch. Just between episodes, I decided to finally build the wall around our manor here, which just makes sense. I also spent quite a bit of time, painfully I might add, readjusting where people live, or should say where they work as opposed to where they live. So for example, we have a firewood cutter here and they're working here rather than traveling from over here all the way across, because we were having an issue. So fuel, I mean food's not an issue, it is winter anyway, but fuel was always struggling around the 7-month mark. And now I've added extra houses and we've actually gone up to 9 months, and the only thing I can think of is basically because everyone lives nearby. So if I click on the homes, you can see that's very close, just as close. I love that woof noise when you switch between houses there, but everyone's a lot closer. Now we do have quite a bit of firewood. We have 81 in the storage there, plus we have the woodcutter's lodge. There's a nice save, obviously right next door, so hopefully this will pick up quite nicely. As you can see, yeah, 9 months, lovely. We also have a truckload of wooden parts. Thank you for Noble Rambler having a laugh at my speech impediment. Not that I have one. I just make up words and get things mixed up from time to time, which is kind of funny. It does have some interesting results. But yes, wooden parts. So we're currently focusing on making these for trade. My logic simply was, if we go into the trading post, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but planks, we currently get 2 for an export price, and then when we go to wooden parts we get 5. So when you sort of work out how many planks go into wooden parts, you end up making an extra silver. So it just made sense. And I have a bucket load of planks there as well, 280 at the moment. So yeah, not an issue there. We also have picked up the stone mine. That was all the way over here somewhere. There it is. So it's a rich deposit. It's got 887 left. And wow, that was overflowing not so long ago. It's all been taken. We are also trading that. I don't think you get a lot for it, but we don't particularly need that much. So if I'm right in... Yeah, I told it to keep me with 50 just in case. But yeah, we're also trading that. So money will come in pretty quickly. But we're about to... Sounds like drums. What is that noise? Oh! Is this person rolling a barrel of ale? I was thinking, is that war drums? It was highly distracting. And I think they don't have really that far to travel either. Where are we? Brewery, yeah, so that's pretty close. The only thing I'd like to do over here, realistically, and I'm not going to do it at the moment, is to upgrade to some level 3s. I think that needs to be done. Also, we're not getting taxed currently. I think that was one of the changes, the most recent changes in the experimental patch, which is you don't get that tax for the first 5 years, I believe it is. But other than that, this is all good. So that's my gassing for the first 5 minutes of the video. I think I might actually put some chaps in this video for people that just want to get to this point. But yeah, so this is the area we're going to look at. We have a lovely rich berry deposit there, wild animals. Plus we have the windmill and the granary here as well. A little bit of stone, a little bit of clay, and a little bit of iron. We'll obviously clear those up. We probably want to try and take this area as soon as we have the influence, on the assumption that the lovely Hildebolt, or however you pronounce his name, doesn't get there before us. Because that will mean we have a rich iron deposit, a rich berry deposit, a rich wild animals. Oh, I almost messed up there. And a rich stone deposit. And if we get here, we have another rich berry. We'd also have clay. So the focus of the Black Forest, I mean, there's a lot of forest here. We probably end up removing most of it is farming. So that was the logic. There's been some changes to the colour of this as well for colourblind people, so I don't know if it stands out a little bit. I mean, it kind of does actually. These colours definitely stand out more. So probably we'll go to rye once we get there. Barley, just to kind of bear in mind where this is. There is little patches of it here and there. We don't want to build on there, and I can't remove these roads that are intersecting it, unfortunately, but that is that. Flax, that's probably the best spot for that. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's nothing really else going on over there, so that would probably be a great spot. There's definitely some under here. I don't want to lose the berries, so we will cut into this, but we'll be very careful. We've got plenty of room over there for flax as well. Is that the same? That is the darker colour, isn't it? Yeah. And there's some barley over there. Anyway, so this is the first time I've done this. I feel like I'm saying that a lot recently, so it is a settler's camp. I have not done this before. I feel like this is the best area. We have food, well, 24/7, 365 sort of food going on here, and this one obviously for the summer. So we're going to drop a settler's camp in this area. Just let me, I think the whole area is fertile, but where's the water? So we have water over this side. Okay, so I may build somewhere here. Just got to think about where my burgage plots are going to go in. I'm going to drop it here because we'll put burgage plots here, I think. As time goes by, we'll probably, if it allows us, just hook it straight up to the road. Okay, so we have town, farming village, forest village, ironically, and mining village. Well, it seems that these ones you can't click on, so I'm assuming we can't use yet. So we'll go for a town. We don't have enough money to buy the resources, well, plentiful, but I don't know. I mean, modest would probably be fine. But we've got the coins, so let's go for average, just to give ourselves that little bit of a buffer. Region settled, the Black Forest. Oh, pause the game for a second. Bath Homes, you start with an ox. That is actually pretty nifty. We got some bread. So I'm just thinking, we got food here. Now we could build a granary. What does this cost? Reconstruct the demolished building. It doesn't say. Am I missing something here? Oh no, there we go. So 2 logs and 10 stone. Do we have access to stone over here? Yes we do, don't we? I'm sure there was a little deposit. Let's move this a second. Aha, yes, over there. Okay, so we have that too. So, to be fair, what does it cost to build a granary? There is the other question. Oh, exactly the same. Okay, we'll tell it to do that just to get the food in there. We'll set that to a high priority. And while we're thinking about it, so we do have some wood. I like the fact that obviously, I've got to stop calling it wood, timber. As you move across into different regions, these things obviously change. Which is quite useful. I mean, it'd be painful if it didn't do that, I guess. But what we need to think about is sort of forestry. Now, we know where the berries are, so let's have a logging camp. Let's have a... Right, so they're all... There's quite a few bushes there, to be fair. Oh, it's a rich deposit, isn't it? So we just got to be mindful not to go that way too much. There is forests over here, so this sort of area is going to have to stay as trees. I'm just thinking, we got this space, and we know this area's got places for, I think it was flax, wasn't it? So I may just attach. I don't want to uproot any trees if I can help it. I might have to do it on this side. Yep. We'll put that there. We will need a woodcutter's lodge at some point as well, and we will definitely need a saw pit. I might just put this in instantly. Because then it's done, isn't it? And it's, in a sense, maybe a bad time of year to be doing this because it is winter, but... Yeah, it could be worse, I guess. Right, so we want this with the... I'll put that as the very high. Put that to highest. And we'll put you to high. And then that should be okay. We will need some houses. How many people are over here? Or should I say families? Wait, is this the whole... Oh, this is not just this area. That's interesting. Not a good thing either. I mean, I can see... Is this... just one family? We've all got the same names. I'm guessing there's a limited amount of names for families, but that's a little bit annoying. Because oh wait a minute, am I in the? It's still saying the other area, isn't it? Is that because I paused it when I moved? Oh no, there we go. That's random. I don't know what happened there. Very strange. Okay, so we have this is 10 population, 5 families, so we need 5 burgage plots. Okay, let me unpause the game and get that going. Now, I will need like houses with carrots and or vegetables, but you know, it's not a huge deal at the moment. They have got some coin over here, some wealth, I guess. That will probably do nicely. So we can buy chickens and the vegetables if we really want to. So I'm just thinking, 3 families, 1, 2... There's 3 buildings here, isn't there? We don't need to build this just yet. No construction cost. Oh, hello. We may build that fairly quickly. Just something else I'm going to bring up while we're here. I think it only shows on certain buildings. Aha, there we go. So the granary. Allow market stall setup. So I can stop the families that work here from setting up a market spot. Likewise, I can do it on the burgage plots as well. I think you have to wait for them to build, or at least for the family to be assigned. See, Woodcutter's Lodge can as well. So if I turn that off now, it's not even built. Basically, they shouldn't set up a market stall. And you think, well, wait a minute, how is anyone going to get firewood? Well, the option is, when I put the storehouse, the people from that could technically do it. Or you could work it the other way around and say, well, actually, the people in the storehouse... I know this is a granary, but just as an example. Yeah, you could choose that they do it, or the people that work at the place do it. But I think the granary and the storehouse, to me, makes a little bit more sense just to have them doing it. Whereas these people, let's say the Woodcutter's Lodge, just focus on chopping the trees and making the wood. The firewood, yeah, should I say. I think that makes sense. I don't know. I've only sort of messed around with it a little bit. But that's just sort of where my thoughts are at. We will need a hitching post if... Oh, we already have one. So I may relocate that. Don't be uprooting trees. There we go. We'll move that over there. And we will assign that one to the logging camp. And we'll put another one in later on for construction, I think. So here we go. Family requests more market area for their stall. Large granary. So that's come from here and not a house. Which obviously none of these houses have any food production. So that makes a lot of sense right now.
Another beam coming up.
Did he say nothing? Oh, beam. I thought he said bean. I was like, what? Very, very weird. So we also need to think about food here as well. Because we're obviously not producing any eggs or anything like that. We've also got a saw pit. Yeah, we'll chuck somebody in there as well. Construction reserve. I might leave that at 10 initially, because I think that'll work quite well. Right, let's have a look where we're at. So the food has been picked up. That's great. So we do need a storehouse. So we'll grab one of those. To be fair, I'm sort of tempted to have that. So I'm just thinking whereabouts the market's going to be. This is sort of difficult because there's a lot of fertile land here. So let me just refresh my memory. So there's an absolute boatload of Emma space, and even more if you look at rye. So pretty much the whole region is rye. Emma, kind of. Flax. So this area is not too bad. I just don't want to lose like rye, well, not necessarily rye, barley and flax. So there's a little bit of barley. So I feel like we can build. In fact, can I have this open with the road? Can I just sort of, if I just draw a little line here. It's a shame you can't have this overlay on while you're building roads. Aha, there we are. We have our first development point. Now we have to be very careful with this because I purely want to go down the farming route here. Just going to slow the game down. The snow is starting to melt. I was just looking at this windmill. It's actually in a pretty decent location, slightly high up. Oh, this game. Just breathtaking. We don't want to put too much next to this. We definitely have the houses. We still got the exposed goods, but we're just waiting for the storehouse to be built. As you can see, there's the allow market setup. I was just quickly looking through. These burgage plots don't have them, and I think that's because they have nothing to sell. So if I was to give this one chickens, which let's do it for an example, because we have money. As you can see, we now have that market stall set up. I'm going to remove that, because I basically want the eggs to go here and then they to then take that to a market stall. That just makes a little bit more sense, I feel like. So we may do a small market in this area. I don't want to get too close to the windmill. I don't want to kind of encroach on its sort of its area. Let's just think. 3 or 4 is too small. I'm looking for the almost like the Goldilocks. I could, in fact, let's put a road through the middle. Because we could always expand the market later, and I like the idea of a road going through the middle there anyway. So, as long as it gives us at least... Yeah. Can we rotate this? No. It's kind of a weird, this one gap. They've squished quite a few together. That one's obviously been reserved instantly. That will be for the food. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And as you can see, this family owns the market stall. Perfect. So we have our houses in situ. We're just waiting for this. Get that up to very high. How are we for food? 8 months. It's not too concerning right now. The position I want to be in is when we get to sort of, yeah, autumn, so September-ish. I want to be at the point of getting ready to plough and things like that, which shouldn't be an issue. Oh my goodness. That is a really huge radius. I didn't know that. Let me just double check. Ah, there's no way. There's no way of checking where they're chopping, is there? So you have to just go back in and redo it. That was pretty close. So you're here. I think we'll be fine there. Yeah, we should be. I hope so anyway. I could probably just put the Hunter's Lodge just off the side here. Let's have a quick look. Hunter's Camp, not Lodge. Come on. Get with the program. There we go. And then connect that to there. Perfect. And the berries, we're not quite there, but it is starting to grow. We don't really have the population for it as it stands. We will need a church over here. So it's a lot of kind of doing the same thing. What I'd like to see, I guess, in the future is you have a main region. So let's say, for argument's sake, the Black Forest, because it's in the middle, where whatever one you declare as your main region, because when we were setting this up, there was like a forest town, wasn't there? A market one, etc. I'd like one to be your main one, and within that one, you can build a more substantial manor, maybe more like a castle, and say a cathedral, and that has a lot more influence. So it might mean you may not need the church over in these ones, or maybe not need a stone church, just like a basic church, something like that. I don't know. Just adds a little bit more something to it for me. I don't know why my brain's completely gone off there, but I feel like, I don't know, it just makes a little bit of sense to me. I was just looking at the honey thinking, ooh, we can do that, but we can't, can we? So let's see if we can put this in with the most, or the least, should I say, amount of trees being ripped up here.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
You have to carry it alone because I've not bought any more oxes, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. There, that will do nicely. And we shall meander this. Let's curve that a little bit just through here and connect there. Perfect. That will do nicely. So, albeit we don't have the people, we have the buildings in place.
And soon the beaten sun.
Yes, the sun is coming soon. We have a well down here. I didn't want it this far away, but the other one was somewhere over here, and it kind of going uphill. I don't know. I didn't like the idea of it, so we've sort of gone for that. I don't know. I think it works. How have we got our storehouse? We have. They can set up a stall which would do the firewood, but we also need this picking up. So we'll do that, which leaves us no free people, but we have a lot of firewood for 9 months, and we're going into the summer months, so let's remove someone from there. We will need a forester to replant all this stuff later on. Saw pit. We've got no planks. Timber we're still working on, so that's about right. And as you can see, our firewood stall is up and running, and this is done by the warehouse worker as opposed to the woodcutter. I just think, I don't know, I feel like that will work much better. The only potential downside to that is you're probably going to need more than one storehouse. I know we can upgrade this for more people, but as your town gets bigger, you may want one that deals with market stuff, and then one that deals with transporting. I know there's, like, obviously it's families that work in these, and they're all transporting. Only one will be working here, but it'd be interesting to see how that kind of develops as time goes by. Do we have enough planks? No. We are making planks, right? Yes. Okay. And we have timber? We do have timber. I guess everything's being pinched. Oh, wait a minute. I told it to reserve, yeah, 10 for construction. So we're just literally unfortunate that they've been pinched for everywhere else. The hunting camp is also in place.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
We're not too bad. That is also growing, but we don't need it. It's the building. Oh, it costs nothing, that, doesn't it, to build?
Summer's
And where are we? Here we are. Okay, that is underway. Let's have a quick nosy over here and just see how things are going. So we've got lots of vegetables, 7 months of food, 9 months of fuel. Fuel's definitely doing a bit better. We definitely got some cash. They don't like being taxed, but that's fine. We need the money. There's still an awful lot of flour in here. And we have the communal oven. See, there we go. We got that. Let's turn that off. It may not... I may have to unassign and reassign for that to work, but do I really want them having a market stall when the people in the granary could do that for us? And I've planted all the fields here. So as you can see, 39%. I think you can generally get away with 2 years of farming without going fallow, but I thought I'd just try over here to go with 3 fields, and then we'll see what happens. We have a lot of flour, so I'm not overly fussed. What have we got in here? Eggs. Eggs are always an issue. I'm really confused. But I think this is what's in storage, not what's in... Let's have a look in here. Yeah, see, there's 27 apples there. 38 vegetables. So I think, is this just surplus? Currently showing... surplus. There we go. So we do have a lot of... there. Yes, that makes a little bit more sense now. So these are just the things we got left. Right, okay. And how are we doing for shields? Large shields, we were making those because if I look in... I don't know why I went to that. I was thinking of retinue. Aha, there we go. So we needed 36 in order to top up our spear militia, which we've done. So I'm tempted, we still have a lot of wooden parts, to change the joiner's shop over this side to do the wooden parts as well as the one that's over here. Just to have as many as possible. I think we did actually pay for the route. Yeah. So there is a dedicated person to that. And there is 2 families working here as well. And I'm pretty sure they have a horse at their disposal. Yes, they do. I just saw that as I was flicking through the menus. So we got plenty, but... So current surplus, desired surplus is 0. And they have 54. And they have some tools in there as well. Awesome. Okay, we have upgraded to a stable. So while we're here, in fact, we'll order another ox. Perfect. And once that arrives, we'll assign one of them to here. And at least I know it's close by. It's a bit weird how that system works. Maybe I should have just built another hitching post. Possibly. Just because I feel like later on I'm going to assign the other one and it's going to need to work over here somewhere. The problem will be that it's got to travel all that distance. That'd be kind of annoying. We have plenty of food in here now, so we definitely need to squeeze someone into this. Oh, that doesn't really make any sense, does it? Where can I pinch somebody from? How are we doing for timber? Ooh, we got a lot of planks. Let's stop you for a second. Let's chuck someone in there because we definitely need that. Just, we're okay for food as it stands, but obviously we definitely got to work on that. And this is also... Was this a freebie? No construction cost. Perfect. I like that. We'll get that up and running. And let's think about some of our first fields. We do need to put a church and things over here as well. So if we're thinking... Yeah, so Emma was everywhere. Let me think about... I might follow this line. I know it kind of goes... It hooks slightly different there to the current road, but that will work nicely. And I don't want to have a massive field, just in case we can't kind of deal with it. But I don't know. Let's see how big this is. Where's the farming one? Here we go. Field. That is... Oh, it's not that. Oh, it's not too bad, is it? I was just thinking, because usually, was it 1 Morgan? I think I either read somewhere or the game tells you, but 1.5's not too bad. I think, yeah, we'll go with that. See, straight away, oh, it's the texture of the land, but I was going to say the colour changed instantly. Flax, barley, rye. Yeah, so we've not covered anything there that we shouldn't have done. I think that might look quite nice with the windmill in the middle. And then obviously we could do the same here, because... The Emma fertility. There was no barley here, was there? Flax. There's a little bit of lighter green here. But I think I'm more interested in the darker green if we can. And that flax is a darker green as well over there. I'll stick with the 1, but we will need a farmhouse. Also somewhere nearby. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think there will be quite sufficient because they'll take stuff from there to here and then from here, well, to a baker's if we have one later on, if not to the granary to here. So it's kind of a straight route. That makes a bit of sense. We may go for a communal oven. Not the communal oven, the one where you upgrade the house. That may make a bit of sense later on. Right, so at the moment, the approval sucks. So we're not going to get any extra people right now. Do we have someone in here, don't we? Yes, there we go. And let's have a look at the food stall. We have eggs and we have bread. So we should soon get some berries. I just thought about this field that's currently showing as fallow. And I thought, I need to sort of think about this. And then I saw 99%. I feel like that's potentially one of the changes he's made recently. There was a lot of changes around farming. I don't think we should be putting that in just yet. What are we in there? April? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, it's definitely got to be like September sort of time. But that's insane. I'm pretty sure I've never seen that before. And I'm just thinking, while we're doing this, if we relocate probably there because it hooks up to the 2 roads. Efficiency up. Huh. Why? That is the question. Why was the efficiency up? So if we go into farming, I know depending on where you put this, you can see windmill efficiency. Now currently it's okay. Yeah, obviously it makes sense over here to be 100%. It's on a slight hill, but if you try to put it in, say, a forest, it's 0 because there's stuff blocking the wind. But what about putting a building here? Increase that efficiency. That is interesting. I'm not too sure why that happened. I was just thinking about putting a barley field in. Now, obviously, the darker green here makes sense. But I'm just thinking about maybe over here. Just putting a small one in, just to see what it's like with this sort of a lime green instead of the really dark. And just see what sort of numbers we get. I think it might make a bit of sense. It may not, but we'll soon find out. There we go. I'm much happier with that. And I think it was just over 1 Morgan. And it also leaves a little bit of space for us just to run a road through there. What? Sorry, I was just trying to get the field right, getting shouted at by the NPCs. But that's in place. The farm is building. Perfect. Approval is gone up slightly. I'm guessing that's to do with food. Do we have? Yes, we have berries and meat now. So people are getting a little bit happier, which potentially means more people. Let's have a quick nosy over here. Oh, that looks weird. There we go. So everything over here, food, fuel, all looking good. She's got plenty of money. 98% approval. Wow, I'm not even over here doing anything in there. Happy as anything. How are we doing food-wise? Yield is 0 of 0 currently. Let's turn this force early harvest off, because we don't want that on. Make sure it's not on. Perfect. Okay, that's all going. I'll just leave these guys to it, I think. You can see... Oh, look at the blossom on the apple trees. Oh, you get a lot of apples. I think off this one they did so many that their little storage just couldn't hold them all early. It was funny watching all the little carts coming in to collect them. If I catch it later on, I'll show you. But they basically need a bigger storage. It was quite interesting. Okay, so just thinking about some other bits over here as the game saves. We need a tannery for cloves because that's one of the reasons they're not happy, and also a church. Can I put that? I don't want to go over that. Trees uprooted, overlaps animal habitat will cause migration. How sensitive is that, I wonder? But as I don't want to tempt fate, we will drop that in there. And we'll also have a look at the church, which is under this one. There we go. Oh, we haven't got enough people. Maybe we'll get that up and running, and then we can get someone back into the logging camp and we'll get all that working. Okay, so just while I think about it, I'm going to order another ox. Because we're definitely going to need one, because we want to assign one to here. Or did we assign one to the logging camp? Oh, we didn't. So let's assign that straight away. Now the problem there is we won't have one for construction, so we will need another hitching post. And I might just put a hitching post in. So we'll wait for the current ox to come here and arrive there. I'm assuming it should arrive there anyway. And then when it comes down to construction, we'll put another, say, a hitching post, maybe just here, because we will be building sort of around this area. Okay, so we have our tannery. So the question is, where can I pinch somebody from? So there's no one in the saw pit, no one in the woodcutter's lodge, nobody in the logging camp. So where is everybody currently? So we have someone in the hunting camp. And berries, well, we're at 9 there, so we could pinch that person. Put them in the tannery and take that stall off straight away because we don't want that happening. We're probably going to get to a point where there'll only be a couple of stalls here, I think. So we got food, firewood. So there will be a clothing one once that actually sort of starts to happen. Storehouse will need to be upgraded. Oh my gosh, probably sooner rather than later, to be fair. But those hides are going to get taken out straight away. You have quite a bit of firewood. What is that? What's this over here? Not enough space. What? Oh, wait a minute. I have 3 now, don't I? Oh, you imbecile. That explains a lot. Hitching post. Can we squeeze one in here without uprooting trees? Just one. Let's make that a high price because it doesn't cost anything, does it? Highest. There we go. So have we got 3 animals then? We have, haven't we? Ah, not paying attention. Well, that's fine. Well, before that happens, do I assign upgrading? So hopefully that will pinch the other oxen from here. Let's have a quick. Does it tell me who's in here? No guide available and waiting. Interesting. Oh, that's currently upgrading, so that won't happen. What about here? So you're the one that's waiting, and I guess Jacob is waiting for that upgrade to happen. But this hitching post should build itself pretty quickly. But we'll see what happens once that gets built. Where's the animals? Yeah, there is 3. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Quick, 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 quick. And there we go. Okay. So no one's attached there. So, oh, Peter, there we go. So we do have one on there. So that was the new oxen. So the question is over here. If we have a quick look. Still waiting. But you're waiting for that. That's fair enough. 1 timber. That's good. That's done. And if we check the tannery, we now have leather. So that hopefully will increase that. So when we click on our burgage plots, the only thing we're missing then is church. Yes, there is always work. Don't you worry about that. We have plenty of work for you. But we will definitely need to get someone in here as well. Because total goods stored. There we go. I was just seeing if it was surplus. So we don't have a lot of timber left at all. But we'll get to a point potentially where this berry deposit is depleted. Or maybe not with one family. Wow, look at that. 33. What's in the granary? Oh my god, we got so many berries. We're going to have a lot of bread as well when you think about it once this starts happening as well. So we're in a reasonably good place. I'm guessing I can't afford the church. No, because I need wood. How are we doing? Food, 29 months. Would you look at that? Let's take you from there. And also take that from there because we don't want you making a stall. In fact, I'm surprised you hadn't. Is that because it was already a food stall? Maybe. Maybe it is. But we'll definitely get a closed stall soon. So you're taking hides. What are you doing? You are peddling. Is that Agnes? Is transporting hides. I'm guessing you're going to collect them because you currently don't have them. Wow, everyone's helping you out here. Look at that. Lovely. And what do we have here? You're also transporting, because this is the job. Everyone's doing it. This guy is smart though. He's taking the cart with him. And why wouldn't you? Berries, meat, firewood. Everyone is just working so hard. You do not look happy at all. What is wrong with you? Sick. Oh boy. I've never seen that before. I mean, I've seen people that are sick in the game, but oh, what on earth have you eaten? He does not look happy with himself. Well, good luck, Peter. There's nowhere to bury you, so please don't die. What are we doing here? Transporting leather. Perfectly. Perfectly. Here we go. Words being made up. So you should be transporting that to here. And I'm assuming once that happens, there we go, we will be expecting another stall. Or will we not get one? So we look, so we got one peddling, one going home, one transporting. Is there a limit to how many people in a family will open a marketplace? That's possible. I guess we'll soon find out. I've just realised I've been lied to. When I hovered over the question mark before upgrading this, it didn't say we needed any resources, but now I'm looking, it says we need 4. So it works most efficiently in empty land, unobstructed by buildings or trees. Well, it's only going to be crops around this, but yes. So it wasn't 0, it was 4. Can I put this to surplus? There we go. Do we now have an animal assigned? Did I do that or did I not? Let's have a quick nosy in here. Jacob is waiting. So I guess I have to assign, hopefully, the one that gets assigned is Jacob. Yes, perfect. Band of raiders? Whoa, whoa, pause the game. What was that? Are they coming for us? Or are they going for somebody else? Wait a minute. It says seen near. But I don't see them. Oh. Where was that? The game just dropped to about 0 frames per second there. Oh my goodness. Are they coming for us? That is a little bit disconcerting. So how many do they have? Quite a few. Wait a minute. Does it not tell you? Because let me unpause the game. There we go. Oh my. 18 in each one. Now, are they coming for me? That is the question. I feel like there's a very good chance they could be. I mean, where else would they be going? And we have no form of defense over here. All my army's here. I think we have some decisions to make. What do you think? Well, I guess you can let me know in the comments. So until next time, take care.